Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 on the Mysterious JG. And, I think I am going to hire Zhu Huang, but we're just going to have this kind of weird feeling of uncertainty as to what his place will be in our empire. I don't want him working for anyone else, certainly. I guess there might just be a certain number of turns had to pass, or somebody with a specific skill had to be available to hire him. But we're going to hire Zhu Huang at long last. Okay. I think we had a few places where officers were sent to, where they finally arrived. There we go. Vulture Bobo will be the new... Oh wow, he's not as good at this as Dajun is, but she's actually better as an overseer typically than Bobo would be. So we'll have Bobo be the recruiter, and Quan Cheng be the guy who's doing the drills. Well, never mind. Whoever was coming here hasn't gotten here yet, assuming I'd sent somebody here. There's a way to tell. I mean, I can go to transfer, Bay High, transfer. I got a lot of people transferred to Bay High. I don't see anyone transferred to Guanling. So Guanling will need some people, I guess. It'll need two, actually. Well, I know I got too many at Onding, so I think I have a bad habit of moving people around and losing track, but it is what it is. She's a talented woman. Wait, that's Guanling. Did I mean to do it at Guanling? I meant to do it at JP. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Guanling has plenty of people. It's JP where I meant to do it. Shoot. Well, maybe I'll notice and fix it later. Otherwise, we're just going to have totally disrupted and broken cities. A terrible tragedy from which we can never recover. Doesn't look like anyone's going to put a stop to Lulan Key's efforts. So that's fine. You finished building the artifact towers? You have, I believe. Oh wait, no, they're not finished. I thought it was finished. How about you? You are actually done, okay. Oh, I'll just keep building legions of archer towers in front of Guanling. It'd just be Archer City, USA. Alright, sanctions, did I already do those? I don't remember. No, apparently not. Investment. Shooting Yamos had a pretty boring several videos, but Been a time of partying in the Empire. He should be seeing some action once we get going on. Oh, Yuan Shao has Uesugi Kenshin. Interesting. Things will get more interesting for Lubu's probably leading troops. That might be why we can't decrease his order or his loyalty. Alright, I guess we'll just see if we're supposed to search anywhere. No places listed. I don't feel like dealing with tomes, so we're going to have some orders left over, but we're going to move ahead with our lives anyway. Tear down the wall. It's bothering me. It's a nice, complete-looking wall. It does seem like it's going to be in the way of... It'll be a distraction to my troops if they're trying to march here to launch out of Port Lenji. Not that you can't get around it, but, yeah, it's a hassle. Alright, let's, get ourselves down here and keep an eye on the action. He's got, the 500s. You are going to win this one handily. Yeah, as long as we don't let Ma Teng get at Cao Cao without having someone defending Cao Cao who's got a catapult unit, this should go our way. The strange plot succeeded. Lu Bu is being doubted, but our army's involvement was exposed as well. Oh, I hope this... Yeah, we've declined relations between us and the guys who hate us. Zhang Yao visited Zhu Huang. A wise retainer chooses a great lord to serve, and if you don't join us soon, you're going to get killed. What do you say? Very well. Here I am, everyone. Zhu Huang has joined Zhang. Clifford visited Kong Rong. Would you bring your talents to our army? The army that just took your city? I'm sorry, but fuck you. You took my city. His loyalty probably increased between the time that we went out there and... 300 corpses? Zerfall, what have you been doing? Alright, well that wiped him out. Might have wanted to save that for a different unit, but can't argue with defeating that. Our army's involvement was exposed. Lu Bu's loyalty has been decreased. That's the main thing for us. That's a disturbing tactic. Focus damage. There are no action reports. Please listen, I managed to recruit Zhu Huang. Got people arriving in Anding. And now we got people arriving in GFP. Dragonald has captured Port Changyang. Port Linji is ours. We'll take over everything. And we captured Sanshui. So that's actually a really big turn as far as capturing territories goes. We're eating up a lot of food here, but we're weakening Ma Teng. This is the main thing. We certainly have enough officers in Anding to take advantage of this kind of situation. Garami Porta. Ludwig Porta. Okay.
遵命令。是。是。
Alright, this is pretty much what we want here from Cao Cao. Just stay back and let them finish off Ma Teng, who's now been... He drove himself into a pincer in a desperate effort to get our siege weapons, so that worked out fairly well for us. I'm starting to wonder if this... Because people have warned me, oh yeah, they'll eventually make a coalition against you if you have too much territory. I'm wondering if that doesn't happen because I've got an alliance going with one of the forces that would be needed to make that coalition worth even talking about. I don't know. Anyway, GAP finally has another officer. And it wasn't a particularly good one. It was Li Jui or Guo Si. I forget which one it was, but he's not terrible at barracks. He's a tax collector. Collector of tax. So we want somebody with really high conquer, but probably not JG. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're gonna have Bobo out here temporarily. We do need to get more officers, though. And we're gonna stop. We're just gonna stop recruiting here until we've got more guys. Because even what tiny little he can do, it's just gradually. We need to be taking over territory every turn. So we'll have Ald here. He'll be a really good overseer. We'll get some other folks streaming in with time. Oh, I saw this portrait here. It's for our new overseer. I thought Lulin Key was getting attacked. It's an earthen wall. Oh, it's not like separate hexes she has to defeat. She has to just defeat the wall once. Oh no, it is separate hexes. This is going to take her a long time. Okay. Keep an eye out for when we can hire Lubu. It ain't now. I'm a little annoyed we couldn't hire Kongrong, actually. Not that he's an incredible officer or anything. He's got decent intelligence, poll, and charisma. He's a good, like, well above average domestic officer, and that's pretty much it. But I did want him to be part of my territory. This will take 10 days. Yeah, anybody who can do it less than 10 days, I'll take a shot. I'll throw a few gold at that. kind of see why we really need to concentrate on our officers' loyalty.
荣幸之至。
You'll gladly accept it. Banquet, yay.
现已完成任务。
Sap the will of the Lu Bu unit. Well, that's why we can't hire him, because he's currently commanding troops. So you can't hire someone away while they are in the field. Even though, obviously, you could do that in the novel sometimes. But it's not really the way it's meant to work here. Overseer proposals... investment, just one. Let's have, Chen Liu has a ludicrous amount of gold. It's, just because you never know when you're gonna need it, and it's always too late. Let's get a bunch of gold heading for the capital. Transportation is a specialty of his. Runan fixed for money. Runan's not generating money at the crazy rates that some of those cities are. Wan's generating money pretty fast, but not like a Chen Liu rate. Yuan Shu's dumber cousin. Move this down to Zhu Cheng as well, just so that I can be spending money freely on stuff like trying to lower the loyalty of Kong Rong or whatever other flight of fancy enters into my head. We've got all the prisoners hired now. And I have not been getting messages telling me to search anywhere in particular. Alright, let's just keep this going then. Lulin Key pounding her head into a wall, Mr. Serious style. We'll keep an eye on the battles in this far west, on the Wild West, where Lu Bu would be fighting cowboys, if only he wasn't busy working for Yuan Shao. Looking for a little revenge on Falter. Uh-oh. Ma Teng from Ma Teng Army has challenged Takara Shingen from Zhang to a duel. Shingen keeps getting pulled into these duels and he keeps losing. Yeah, this isn't going to be good for him. Are you prepared? You still oppose me after seeing what I can do? Fine, I'll accept your challenge. Just stay on your horse and I'm happy, Shingen. I don't really need you to win. Good duel. Can't believe I was injured. Who got injured, I wonder? Alright, great tiger plot. Tiger genocide! I wiped out that guy. And it can be written with this pitchfork on what? We managed to successfully affect the loyalty of Kong Rong, but it seems it's been discovered that our army was involved. Taigen Sesai from Ma Teng Army has become caught up in a duel with Falger from Zhang. This one's more likely to go our way if I remember Falger's stats. Yeah, I think we got this one. But he's taking on the true Uncle Baldo of this game. He must be jealous. It seems that you do not know your limitations, eh? This is unexpected. I can't believe I'm fighting a true Baldo. A brother in baldness. Kind of surprised that It's a side Tigan stayed on his horse. You do have some skill, but not enough. You got caught out. I cannot even offer an excuse. Do what you will. Alright! Zerfall, you've captured yourself a new Baldo, brother! Locust damage and GFE. You know, I talk a lot of smack considering that I had real cause to fear I was going to go bald during chemo. Baldur has won the duel. Taigen Sasai has been captured. We've got people arriving in Beihai, Shochun, and Juchang. Managed to successfully affect the loyalty of Kong Rong. Yeah, it's all pretty good stuff here. Now, who got injured? Sure. You can look at my stats, sure. You... looks like you got injured. Because your stats are in red. Does that mean that you were injured? Actually, I don't see where I would be able to tell, actually. Wounded. Okay, he's wounded. Alright, so he did not lose his duel, which is good, but he did get wounded, which is kind of expected. Ma Tang, on the other hand, I believe we're going to find out that he is not wounded. He's fine. Rather, I need to be here. No, he is wounded too. Okay, so they had a pretty badass battle where everybody got wounded. They're a bunch of, like, super action warriors. But they've clearly depleted the troops of Tian Shui, so we are going to take Tian Shui. Which is good, because, like I said, off-screen, I played around for a turn or two, not really being careful, just advancing to see how things were going, and managed to blow it by having Ma Tang retreat from the fight at Anding in order to save Tian Shui. But this time... It's not like I was cheating exactly. It's not like I was, you know, being really responsive to specific things I knew the computer was going to do. But this time I was like, all right, don't just march everyone in there to attack and ignore the defenders and hope I win. This time I was like, okay, be smart. Have your combat units fight their combat units while your catapults are protected. And lo and behold, it worked a lot better. So, yeah, she is finally making a little progress against these walls, but... Oh, did I put somebody in charge there? I needed to do that. Oh, no, wait, it's not, it belongs to the place we took from Kong Rong, that's right. Beihai. Yeah, all Dragon's unit just seems to have terrible mobility in whatever train he's in, because it's taking him forever to get back and forth. All does not, as far as I know, like, as his officer character build, he tried to make himself as good an officer as he could. There was no, like, intentional, I'm going to roleplay as somebody with this weakness, so... I think it's just that unit type doesn't move well in that terrain, but it seems odd. It's just flatlands and sand. Anyway, alright, I think we are probably not getting to another turn of action before I call it a video, so let's just kind of give our domestic stuff the once over here. Shochun, our original cap. It made a huge deal that we grabbed Juchang early. I think if I had not grabbed Juchang early, we would have been fighting a much more protracted defensive campaign at the beginning of this. Look there, men, the Virginians under Jackson, standing like a stone wall. So that's a stone wall, and these up here are just walls? They're earthen walls, okay. They're not as good as stone walls. You guys are building a lot of defenses, and you think they're going to save you. You play by all these rules, and you think they're going to save you. It is going to be a big mess when we finally march against Liu Zhang, just to... How freaking long and involved all the marching is going to be, but he's been getting on my nerves with some of his tactics. I'm looking forward to taking his ass out. Okay. So you guys are... This is part of Tian Shui territory, isn't it? I actually think I'm going to have Tolpanzer march up here instead. Yeah, let's take stuff away from Wu Wei, because these places that belong to Tian Shui, they're going to be ours in a minute anyway. And I really shouldn't have... Lita's grandma... Like, again, sometimes you can't tell just how arduous and long a journey's going to be. Lita's grandma's been just fighting the terrain for a while now. Now, on Deng, I could check and see if we have better officers to use in some of these spots. No. Unless Zhu Huang is available now. Is he going to be way better at this? Not really. He would probably be better at, yeah, like recruiting troops, probably. He's the drill master. So we will leave him in charge of the drilling. He's doing some offshore drilling, sir. Wonder if these guys have as good a... Oh yeah, those guys are pretty damn good. Don't worry about them. They got it. Some of these places that actually have been in combat, like, it's been a long time since we actually had to use troops out of Chenliu or Zhuchang's, and they're really built up for barracks. So it's like the fact that they seem to have so many troops shouldn't be that shocking. Have I got better people who have showed up? No, this place is still pretty much tapped. Like there's nobody who's not doing something. Every place that needs an overseer has one, but there's no spare officers hanging around. Okay. Yeah, it would be... There's a couple things you could do to make the graphic user interface a little more... Just like, I could go through and manage some of this stuff as a list, rather than patrolling around on the map as much as I end up doing. Congrats for those who are still here. This is... We've gotten into the falling action pretty quickly. Like, we do not have half of China ruled yet, but I can't. Everybody simultaneously turning against me and attacking me at once would be very difficult to deal with without losses, but unless the coalition mechanic changes quite a bit, they never last very, very long. After all, the famous one from the novel is the one against Dong Zhuo, and it fails because it can't hold itself together long enough to see its mission through. But if that were to happen, I would have some trouble. But that's about what it would take. Because otherwise, it's just a matter of I'm running through the game at an incredible speed. I don't remember what was happening in a history or the novel in 197 AD, but like, I think I'm moving. I'm conquering the Central Plains faster than Cao Cao. That being said, story, like Sun Tzu has most of the territory that Wu is supposed to hold, but that's all story events. And of course, Shu doesn't start to form in most games, where you don't start with Shu already formed, because the story of how Liu Bei ends up in Shu is not something that plays out naturally in the game. But what I'm getting at here is like Yuan Shao has not managed to take over the north yet, and I've already got more territory than... I've got far more territory than Cao Cao would have had at this point. I might give myself too much credit. I mean, Han Zhong and some of this stuff happened after he'd already conquered Yuan Shao. I guess I'm a few cities ahead. Maybe not as much as it seems. Like, it's a matter of, is Yuan Shao like 2 months away from conquering the north, or... But it seems like he's not making any progress at all. Like, he's been at the same level for a long time. Although, if Xi fall... Yeah, Xi's about to fall. And that will make a huge difference. Especially if Gongxing Du takes over Beiping. Yeah. Anyway, alright, let me, hold on, I'm so freaking close now. Let's just do the suggestions. Oh, the overseers are led by Jiao Chan this time. I'll do anything that's specific to Anding because I know it's struggling. Oh, that means I need to actually switch key over to something else. Man, Vulture Bean is just prepared to steal money from the innocent people. She's always proposing that kind of thing. Alright, so up in Anding, one of our territories is called Qi, and I think we just pushed it from one level to the next. Because we got to over 100, yeah, so let's switch you. Alright, neat. Nobody wants us to search anywhere in particular, so I'm not going to waste my time organizing it. Just the inputs, not a matter of wasting orders, just the I'm not going to go through all that with the inputs. Four days to get Kong Rong. This should be something we can do. What areas could we possibly want to placate? It's not worth the effort. Looks like I can't select a target of Lu Bu right now, even for placate for this tactic because he's leading troops. So never mind. Alright, I think I'm just calling it a video. Alright guys, when we come back next time, we will be probably taking Wu Wei, reducing Ma Tang to only one city remaining, and we'll see how much longer he can hold out. Thanks for watching, guys.